all he could really play. Kobe was talking about it before, wanted to take that away from him. So the Cowboy, sharpshooting already in those bans.
Canada responding by getting rid of the Urgot, not wanting that one to be played up there in the top lane. Remember, we talked about Claky D versus Azael. Maybe Azael's not a big fan of playing against that Urgot. I don't know.
Yeah, Azael, though, he plays pretty much everything in the top lane. He's always an innovator. He's playing Malzahar up there. He was playing basically Swain before anybody else was, before the rework. And so he has put in hours and hours there. And of course, you have to ban away a whole bunch of things that kind of translate to his Warlock skills from before. And there's the Swain banned by Canada.
Swain banning away the Canada. And we know that Azael was the best Swain in 2016.
All right, we've got one more ban, Pigeon.
All right, up to you.
What is pigeon banning?
Whatever you want.
What a bird's not like.
Yeah, something's not a bird. What count as birds?
Planes.
Planes. Corky?
Yeah, Corky. There you go.
Wow, that's brilliant.
And it looks like, you know, Canada, they're banning away some of their own champions. They're just being very polite here right from the get-go, making sure that it's a little bit even for them.
And you can see on the player cameras in front of you
Warbird?
as well, Coach Medios walking to the front of the sleds instead of behind the players. He doesn't want to startle the LCS Pigeon by walking up behind him. He has to make sure that he walks in front.
Yeah, when you work with a Pigeon as your mid laner, you realize right away that you don't want to startle him. He'll just fly away. So you can't spook the Pigeon. You got to come up in front of him within his field of view.
First pick locked in. It's Warwick for Team USA. They let the dog out to open up the draft. And now Canada has one to respond with. Azir was also banned away, so that theory we had about banning away the birds ringing true.
Wow, and the Camille here picked up for Canada. Azael could play that in the top lane. Jack can play that as well. And it may even go to Huni, because remember, he had a long stint where he was playing top lane, but it's pretty much no secret that he's wanted to play mid, play AD, pretty much get out of that role on the island.
Mid lane runs in his blood. He's the true destined carry. As it looks like Jat is going to go back to one of his other comfort champions. He's got the Ivern this time around in the jungle.
It just seems like Scumbag Jat, back in the day, rock solid, coming out here, playing the Ivern, such an annoying champion. And that's really going to put Kobe in a rough spot, because Jat's going to be very supportive of his team, where Kobe, if he's playing that Warwick, that's a more selfish style going for some ganks.
The thing is, when you pick the tree champion, you deny that from being picked by the side of USA. Trees are natural allies to birds. They make nests in them.
True.
Getting rid of the tree means you can't build the bird synergy, which is really good. And however, this is the natural counter I'm looking for right here, Zyrene. Your opponents pick a tree, you pick a big axe, and you chop that sucker down.
Chop it down. Get that lumberjack going. Jat's going to have to watch out for that axe coming down. And the pigeon.
The pigeon with the Anivia. You ban two birds, but you don't get the third. That means that he does get to be that spirit animal of himself there in the mid lane. Huni's going to have to be watching out.
Yeah, and we'll see what Huni picks here up against LCS Pigeon in the mid lane. The Talon, that would be aggressive. The Zillion, that could be a flex pick as well here. What are they going to go with? What does Coach Romain have in mind for him? And it is the Zillion.
Like it's going to be Zillion. Okay, they're saying, look, there's no way to avoid getting killed by a player of the caliber of the Pigeon. So instead, when we die, we're just going to make it so we don't really die.
Exactly. Kill him twice. That's what's going to have to take here in order to drop them down. More birds being banned out here. The Xayah goes away.
There is an incredible amount of aviary focus coming out from Team Canada right now. They do not want these guys picking any more bird champions that could be absolutely necessary.
And you can see Medios, he's definitely talking to Pigeon directly here from the front. Right. Remember, you can't approach him from behind. So Medios being very careful, tailoring his coaching style to the players.
Right, you have to make sure you approach the Pigeon directly. Once again, you can't walk behind him. You can't risk startling your star player like that. Just got to be cool, maintain eye contact, direct approach. Coach Medios knows how to work with a player like this, even if it's a little bit unorthodox, a little unusual. Medios knows what he's doing. You talked about how he's played so many different roles in the past. Coaching just seems the natural next step.
Exactly. Cares.
We need one more ban, Coach.
What's another Canadian ban?
There's Ice Hockey Jacks.
That's true.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
I think that is a worthwhile ban.
That's why you're a coach.
Damn hockey players.
Really looking to target some of those big, heavy meta picks, as Jax will also be taken off the table for the final ban. Let's see what Canada wants to do here. They still got to pick that 80 carry for Turtle. What will it be? Wild Turtle's been an innovator before. Have to see what he wants to go for.
Yorick? Is Yorick getting it serious?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, that's it.
Yorick's fun.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yorick is no less troll than Yasuo bot.
It's top for Azale. I know he's played this champion a lot, and he loves it. And that means that the Zillion is actually still a flex pick here. Hold on to USA. Oh. Fiddle my diddle, what is going on?
AD carry Criddle Sticks, bringing back the memes. It's locked in.
Remember, if you want the birds to come towards you, you have to set up a scarecrow. They perch on top of it. Not
Scarecrows are supposed to scare them away.
That's the thing. It's supposed to scare the crows away, but pigeons, they nest. They don't migrate.
Pigeons
they
are
like
more
the fun.
fearsome.
Exactly.
They're not afraid like that. Team USA, they picked a rise for themselves as well. A lot of AP on this team now, looking to make something truly magical happen against the Canadians, who still have one pick left to go. Let's see what it ends up being. You would expect maybe an AD carry, but your expectations would not be met. Yasuo locked in.
Hasaki! Let's see. They're throwing the wind to try and get the pigeon out of the air here. Let's see where they swap these champions to, because I have no idea where anybody's going to go in this game.
Okay, it looks like we might get the Yasuo Camille duo lane bottom for the all-in cheese. Exactly. Meta stuff right here. By the textbook, right? Open it up, page 1. What do you see? Yasuo Camille. Bada
Boom.
bing, bada boom. It's right there. But on the across the way, you can see the Darius going into the top lane. He'll be ready if that Ivern ganks him. We already talked about the natural counter pick. But at the same time, you said you're looking at Kobe to be that predator in the jungle. I'm looking at him to help the pigeon get going.
And you can see the inspiration here from Romain, pumping them up.
Wanting to get that team ready to go. Remember, he came over here to North America from the world of Europe, where he was one of the inspirations.
Their coach is invading us.
Oh,
Oh,
shit, what the hell?
What the
He's
hell?
walking right behind our pigeon. He's disrespecting us.
Get this man off the stage.
Pigeon not gonna like that.
The pep talk is going to be in French because Canada is part of French, so I'm
oui,
gonna hype you a little bit.
Yeah, I can heal, right?
Je pense pas qu'il y ait de bonnes situations. Je pense qu'il y a surtout des rencontres. Il y a surtout des moments de votre vie où vous avez tout pour
Thank you.
vous avez tout levé. Vous le sentez ou pas?
He has a good point. He has a really good point. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about that.
Exactement, c'est tout à fait ce que je suis en train de dire. Et c'est comme ça que ça va se passer. Parce qu'on est chez nous, parce qu'on est à la maison.
For a spirit visage on Yasuo, we can't lose, like he said.
Have to. Oh wait,
He's
Mark,
going.
wait.
He's going back. What?
Oh, wait.
Wait, no! We thought that this was a show of sportsmanship!
Wait, get him off!
Freak's on stage! What? Meteos is being carried away. Freak's getting everyone fired up. Meteos is still okay, I believe.
I mean, Meteos is used to being carried, so that seemed like he was right at home there.
Well, now, the coaches have left. Freak is off the stage. But most importantly, we're on to the Rift, Zyrene.
Absolutely, Clayton.
The North American LCS Pigeon and the rest of Team USA taking on the Canadians for pride, honor, and victory in the North American Civil War.
And you can see they're actually just both geographically setting up. USA is invading towards the north and Canada invading towards the south. This is what you would expect here. But this match, this is huge because we get to finally figure out and solve the debate. Is Canada just America's hat, or is America just Canada's underwear?
One question, two questions actually, that will both find answers at the end of this match. Nobody's gonna find anybody though. They both had the idea to go in and look for that level 1 blood, but unfortunately they looked on opposite ends of the map.
You can see, even though it's Team USA versus Team Canada, North America in general is just full of those cheese, those Gouda strategies. That is the American cheese
some good
that
cheddar.
we're looking at.
Good cheddar right there. Canada trying to get themselves into a spot now where they're ready to go. You can see though, look at Kobe still hanging around the enemy jungle. He doesn't even need the team. Alone behind enemy lines is right where he wants to be. He knows that Jat's probably going to try to steal his red. Jat's on the Ivern, so he's like, all right, I'll take yours.
Exactly. They're just trying to trade sides of the map there. Jat, the noble maple tree in the jungle.
Azale not recognizing that Kobe's there. I mean, how would you know? That's not normally the start. Lone Warwick in the enemy jungle. Jad will go ahead, take the blast cone out, and try to get back to Kobe's red.
Yeah, he's going straight to the other side. What's Kobe going to do? Take the Raptors? No, he's going to go straight through. He's being nice to the birds today, and he's going to go right to his blue. Make sure the Ivern can't take it away, and Jat is going to take this side, and they are just trading sides of the jungle.
Game is all about the birds today, Zyrene. In a LCS Pigeon there in the mid lane. Slight early lead over Huni. But bottom side, it's going to be the 2 versus 2. Afromoo getting himself jumped on as Jack shows up to join the party in first blood. Over to Team Canada. Sneaky can't do anything.
This is Team Canada.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry for that gank.
Big sorry.
In onto Afromoo, takes down that $100.
Money in the bank for Team Canada, getting themselves on the board nice and early. We talked about the Yasuo-Camille combo. This is what you want to see, that level 2 all-in.
Yeah, it is that classic there. Sneaky on that rise. He has to scale, and Afromoo only had the E, the Dark Wind. He had already used that previously. Let's see that one more time here. Jat was already on the bottom side, but hold on, we can't watch that.
We can't even watch the replay.
Oh, Sneaky in
Stab
lane.
in the back, and he goes down. That's 2-0 Team Canada.
Canada off to an amazing start here, but Kobe is now on the bottom side of the map, and it looks like he's focused on counter jungling here.
Sadly, we cannot see the all chat during these games, but I would assume that whenever they get a kill, they are making sure they say sorry in that chat. You can see the stats on your screen as now the dive comes through. Smoothie goes in.
One more shot.
Gets himself taken down, though. Afromoo makes it 1-for-1, or Wild Turtle barely living through it as Kobe's got the send, baby. He's running in. Turtle's only got a little bit further to go, but Sneaky shows up and sits him right back down.
Kobe the cowboy herds him right over. Sneaky picks up the kill.
You can see
Oh, that was Dark Dash.
Dark
Hey,
Dash hanging out in the audience.
I love you.
I'm getting ganked.
Oh, shoot.
The ganking pigeon.
Skill shots from Jat. Gotta see a little bit tighter than that.
Can they really do that?
Nope.
Star like the Pigeon. Flaky D, though, pulling Azale back into the fight, just having that straight-up man fight there, toe-to-toe auto attacks. Now, before this game, Zyrene, there were fighting words overheard in the hallway. Flaky D and Azale. I heard someone ask Azale if he was worried about the matchup with Claky at all, and Azale went, but he's hard stuck gold with a negative win rate. I'm not too worried. So you're expecting, with confidence like that, for Azale to shine in this matchup. But right now, Claky D, the one with the farm advantage, doing pretty well up there in the top side. Jad again, visiting bottom.
It seems we're in a bad
I will back and teleport.
Oh,
I was missing. Careful.
there it is, boys. They can't fiddle in, boys. Easy money there. I mean, sorry.
Hey, just breathe. Just breathe.
Sorry. Yeah, please, yeah.
Afromoo in the bottom lane, but, you know, when that happens, USA, we know how to make hamburgers here.
Kobe will keep walking through the jungle. He'll
Smoothie with another.
team going again. Oh, and Dark Dash still having a good time watching that. You can see the reactions on your screen.
That's Dark Dash and Probably enjoying the game.
Having a good time. Yeah, look at that.
Probably under these
Couple-
fights looks a little bit like the Fishio.
Probably's trying
handsome.
to avoid some of the attention there. But NALCS Pigeon continuing to farm up here in the mid lane. Not too worried about Huni. No level 6 for Huni yet. Claky D thinking about coming in here, making something happen before that revive comes. Claky D misses the pull. The stun goes through the Pigeon from downtown. Manages to start things off, but can they find anything else? Huni's pretty fast. Gets himself path blocked on the Scuttle Crab a little bit. Claky D walks up, gives him the old basketball hoop, and Huni walks back to lane. All right, Huni staying calm. He might be up against the Pigeon, but you got to remember, this is an all-star Canadian mid laner that you're talking about. Doesn't need to blow the flash.
Right now, this
Watch this bait.
focused a lot on that bottom lane.
You're actually a scarecrow. Yeah, I got it. Oh shit.
I'm coming.
I'm coming from behind,
Yo,
okay?
Fiddlesticks is
Go for it.
Is he okay, or-
I'm level 6.
Kobe's here.
Okay, I'm going. I'm slowing Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks!
I'm level 6.
I can't
I'm
fiddle.
level 6.
Oh,
Tank,
shit.
Tank.
I'm dead. Oh!
Hey, can you go for this?
Turret gonna be resurrected. Jat wants to get him out safely, but can he do it? Kobe still looking for some more here. Sneaky won't be able to take that any further. It's 1 for 2 for USA.
USA, they're getting something back here. This bottom lane, though, it is
Very good.
Is there any ward in here?
No, I don't think so. Oh!
Let's fucking go.
This is...
Oh, Huni. You're dead.
Oh!
Heal.
It's fine.
Let's heal.
I got timer. Support no flash.
And this is a hell of a game already. You can see LCS Pigeon, he's just pushing the mid lane. He knows his team, the guys that were ending up going against him. Hey, let's go ahead and just make sure that we can all have that bottom lane party. I will shove mid.
And remember that you can see on your screen right now, this is Azale's first pro game since 2010. And remember, that was in World of Warcraft as well, so this is kind of a double first. As Afromoo gets in some trouble, Wild Turtle and Smoothie looking to go even further on this. Turtle needs another shot, and he does it. Getting himself another kill. Aframu up to 5 deaths in 7 minutes.
Pigeon!
As Pigeon goes into the jungle and cuts down that tree. Turtle barely getting himself out of a sticky situation in bottom lane as well as Kobe falls. The North American LCS Pigeon, though, in the jungle. Getting the kill so fast, we barely have time to see the body.
Yeah, definitely setting up a nest in that tree there. Jat trying to just get his own jungle, but he is getting farmed right now. But bottom lane, Wild Turtle 6-2-1. Huni 0-1-1. You harken back to their days on Immortals together. Huni is not used to this. Wild Turtle is carrying him.
Very much a change of pace from what may have been expected, but Wild Turtle's already got the static shiv. He's bringing the lightning, he's bringing the thunder, and Sneaky doesn't even barely have half the farm of Turtle right now. This super aggressive bottom lane working out well for Team Canada. Team USA still trying to find a way to victory off the back of their mid laner, who has, by the way, gone for the Medjai's Soul Stealer Rush. That's how you know this guy is doing a Chad build.
Exactly, the Chad Pigeon out in full force today. I don't know if I should keep calling him Pigeon because that is a discount bald eagle right now. He is tearing it up on the Rift.
Flaky D stuck under the turret for the time being. Jat wanting to coordinate the dive here with Azael. Now remember, Zyrene, during most LCS broadcasts, you're not going to see these guys on the cast together. Let's see how good their synergy is. Doesn't look like it's quite there. Flaky D keeping himself alive for now. Heal's not exactly going to work out just yet. Putting some decent damage down onto Jat there as Daisy tanks up the turret shots. But Kobe the entire time says he's got his eyes trained on what really matters, going for that Infernal Drake, setting up the damage for Team USA. Smoothie coming in. Oh, nice interrupt. Smoothie making sure Kobe's not able to get onto Turtle immediately, but Turtle still nearly going to be taking down the Pigeon, looking to grab some kills. Resurrection comes out. Huni looking to protect the team. Wild Turtle going to be rezzed here. LCS Pigeon still trying to grab some damage. Throws out the wall, looking for the stun. Not going to find it just yet. Jat coming down to make sure they get away to safety. Canada comes out on top in that one on kills, but remember, Team USA still got the Drake.
And Azael, though, he has all this pressure in the top lane here. Flaky D really can't do much about this.
Flaky D just relegated to having to knock down those walls that Azael wants to spawn every couple of seconds. The Maiden of the Mist doing a good job putting plenty of extra damage down into Flaky here as well. She will finally fall. Whoa, it's a rough place to be right now for Team USA, Zyrene. This is not what they were expecting coming into this game, and it's all that bottom lane Wild Turtle just going so crazy right now.
And you can see Kobe, he's trying to focus his attention onto the bottom side now because you just have to ditch your losing lanes. And solo queue, if you have a gold top laner or you have somebody that's, you know, just completely outmatched, you just have to leave them on that island and say, sorry, man, stop feeding, and we're going to be good on the bottom side. But right now, it's just not that great for them. Like you said, Sneaky's still very far behind in farm, but there's kills going down, and he'll try to pick up some.
In ALCS Pigeon, still working on getting some of those items going. He's 1 kill up. He's where he kind of wants to be, but at the same time, Team USA, they need to set him up a little bit more. You've got to make sure this guy has as many resources as he possibly can to carry the team with, because you are going to have to shut down this Canadian bottom lane somehow. They're showing Pigeon may be in some trouble.
Here's all.
Woo! Oh!
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, man. Pigeon man.
That Pigeon is good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah.
Good shit,
Holy
Pigeon.
shit.
Well, that is insane. Pigeon just wasting all of that time from them and able to get out with just blowing the flash.
I think he used
Can
the
you
bottom
snag
laner.
that bull, Flaky?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
I'm just coming bottom. Oh my god.
All the way back to the spawn platform on the black and white screen express. Flaky D, first kill since 2013 spring. It's been 5 years coming, but now it's arrived in style. Just like Smoothie into the bottom lane. Aframu baits him underneath the turret, but Huni is there to help keep him alive. He will manage to proc the res just before it would have worn off. Sneaky and Afro playing that well. 2 versus.
Okay, I'm good.
I have first turret.
We got first turret.
That's worth. Holy shit, we're hella fed.
Good shit. I almost killed the first turret.
This
Can you bounce him?
To proc, and Huni, though, suppressed.
Huni doesn't have the ulti anymore, and Kobe eats him alive as the price for it. Aframu having to get away from this. He's the fiddle, he's got the ult, but he's also got very limited
Pigeon on the
HP.
side.
Pigeon over the wall, he's in some trouble! They're able to dunk him with the ulti, and the NALCS Pigeon can't get away from that one. A killing spree for Wild Turtle.
Yeah, it looked like it was a 3-on-4, but they popped out Daisy, and that counts as another person there. Incredibly annoying, and they get continue shoving in the bottom side where they got first turret.
It just hasn't stopped since it started down here in the bottom lane for Team Canada. USA seems constantly under all this duress and this pressure, and there's no way to answer. Afromu's still on 5 deaths, so he stopped that bleeding a little bit, but the damage has already been done. This Yasuo is fierce. This is definitely the enemy team Yasuo from solo queue. This is not your team's Yasuo.
Absolutely, and there are 18 kills in this game. He has participated in half of them, 9 of them up there for Wild Turtle. Kobe, though, gonna go to the top side. You know, Kobe, he's got to go where the basketball is with Claky D. And you can hear him.
They're ready for Kobe to go. Claky D pulling him back in, getting some of those bleed stacks off. Azale wants to flash away, and they won't go after him.
Yeah, because Huni rotating towards the side lane here with Jat. Kobe's half HP.
He's under half HP, and he doesn't want anything to do with this. Throws down that fear, that shield, trying to get himself away. The Pigeon wants to make the flank. Forces out the flash. It's a good summoner spell to make them expend there. Jat no longer having that available means he's got to watch his own positioning. Wants to steal away the Gromp.
Claky went forward.
Down a spot that he doesn't particularly want to be in. He'll try to get out of it, utilizing the heal, but he can't do it. Azale digs him a nice grave as they continue to push down the top lane. LCS Pigeon along with Kobe and Afro, seeing if there's maybe a way to get a fight off here with a good fiddle ult, but I'm not seeing it happen.
And you can see very far behind here. It's not just those kills, it is the levels. Wild Turtle right now, level 9, Sneaky, level 7.
Oh,
Oh no.
it's a wombo
The
combo.
Camille Yasuo
Oh,
combo.
no.
He ulted for so far.
Oh no. It's looking rough, boys.
Being in a duo lane, you can see Wild Turtle, highest level in the game, tied with Azale right now. Turtle brought his pads today. He's got that extra shell.
He's ready to go. He'll take down the mid lane tier 1 with the help of Huni and Jat.
Oh, you can see, they're hiding. They're hoping they click in the bush.
That's a play you can always try to make sometimes. Afromu having to walk away from that one, but he can't quite escape the ultimatum. A rampage for Turtle. Resurrection coming off on Huni, just using it as a chance to heal himself up. And LCS Pigeon under pressure, trying to get away from this one. Root lands onto Wild Turtle. Sneaky, pretty easy to land the point and clicks. Pigeon, half HP, really good at defending with this Anivia. Almost has the flash back up as well, but the enemy team is so far ahead right now. Team USA down 7,000 at 14 minutes. They're really gonna need the Turtle up and find the best way to endure against this never-ending onslaught from the Yasuo and the Camille, and even Azale's Yorick has reached the point where he has just taken over the game in the top side.
And he is just showing that if you went pro in another game, it is incredibly easy. You just transfer those skills over. And now, Azale dominating that top lane. Claky used to be a pro, straight out of 2013 Marn.
2013, man.
Azale, we may see him in the scouting grounds next season. But hold on, if he can dodge this gank, he's actually got 2 people.
He dodged. If he outplays this, can he outplay this? We'll have to see. Afromu and Sneaky are not exceptionally strong right now. Azale nearly one-hits Afromu.
Oh, Kobe
One more hit might be able to do it, but Azale gets brought down. Afromu barely walks away, but barely is enough. That gives Claky D some time to put some damage on the top lane tier 1. Maybe get something back for Team USA.
They do actually end up getting that Infernal Drake for Team.
Pigeon is going to try and carry them really hard.
Let's go.
He can't.
He can't.
Yo, we can get so many.
Be careful top now.
Yeah, they're
See
coming.
them. Oh, they're going after your ass,
Yeah.
my dude.
Oh,
We can match.
shit.
Yeah. Movies.
They have no TPs.
He might TP out
in the bush. You need a W here.
Right now, Claky D wants to see himself getting out of this situation.
Oh,
including
Smoothie.
Wild Turtle coming in. Claky, can you outplay? Can you prove how pro you once were?
He missed the pull!
Not just yet. He goes for it! Claky D, baby! Slam dunk!
Damn. He's smurfing.
Sorry, guys.
Claky has never revealed this before, but the D stands for D's nuts. Gives them both in that top double kill there.
This dude used to be a...
Get out of here. Get out of here. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Same. They can't stop us.
Canada's free.
Canadians a bit of an advantage. Got to make it a fair fight.
Exactly, and of course, USA is actually pretty close in gold if you go by conversion and you go US, because they have Canadian gold
Oh,
right
yeah, they
now.
have Canadian dollars. They have
Exactly.
Monopoly money.
Yeah, it looks a little bit higher than it actually is.
Claky D, let's take another look at this.
Yeah, he misses the pull, but that's not going to deter him here. Wild Turtle even has the flash, but the flash dunk on top of him. Gets the full stacks on Smoothie after. A double dunk there.
And it just looks so clean. Look at that. The face of a killer on your screen right there.
Dressed as
Showing
Uncle
him how to do
Sam.
it. Dressed as Uncle Sam out of game.
But they got to call him Daddy after that one.
Absolutely. You might as well just have that. You've got that tag in game. Get him into the club.
I'll get him in that club.
All right, Team Canada has to find a way to make sure if they strike back after that when you can't just allow USA to get away with that. No answer, and it looks like their answer right now is going to be that Rift Herald. USA not really in a spot to stop them. Star player Claky D hanging out in the bottom lane. Rift Herald dropping pretty quickly. It's almost out of patience, but they are not going to exhaust that. Instead, they'll pick up the eye, give that one to Wild Turtle. We'll see if they can get anything out of it. They'll have about 4 minutes to do so. They're still ahead 5,000 gold, Zyrene. This is still a game that favors Team Canada. Team USA, 4 stacks on that Medjai's Soul Stealer for the Pigeon, 1 stack on the Rod of Ages. He still needs a little more time to get this build up and running.
Yeah, but you can see he bought the mobility boots to try and get around faster, try to explore the map a little bit. Afromu standing on top of a ward, though, has not swapped out his trinket because he's not even level 9 yet.
Right. Very difficult to swap out to a trinket that is not yet available, as Wild Turtle wants to come around bottom here to set something up. Kobe's going to be spotted out there, but Quakey D is there from before. Kobe gets himself over the wall, keeps safe, knows he doesn't want that fight against Turtle like that. Quakey D may just be able to pull Turtle in, and all of a sudden that Yasuo is a little bit far up. Nice wall from the Pigeon. They're trying to wait out the Huni ultimate. Huni trying to get himself away, nearly going to be taken down. Turtle gets revived, Kobe flashing out. Jack grabs the kill on the Afromu as Kobe tries to stay alive but can't quite do it. Team Canada in full force in the USA jungle. They've already picked up a couple, and they're looking to make it more. Smoothie goes in after the Pigeon. He manages to grab the egg, and they're gonna scramble it up nice and easy. Sneaky walking away as Claky D wants to make the hero play, but there's just too many, and Team Canada is onto the base.
And Sneaky, he was too far away, but wait, Wild Turtle, he channels the Rift Herald in front of him.
Rift Herald for the BM Summon and Team Canada onto the Nexus before 20 minutes.
They want to have Shelly dance. They want to take her out.
Let's see if they can make it work. They charge in Afromu with the defensive ulti, trying to keep everybody away, but he's going to be taken down. Team USA's last defense doesn't work. The Pigeon rage quit. The Pigeon rage quit at the end of the game. Team Canada, it's 5v4. They won. He left.
Canada will take the game, and they say sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Chad. So good, actually.
Canada with the fast win in this Civil War battle against the USA. The Moose, the Lumberjack, the Mountie, the hockey player, and the Maple Leaf himself. But my question is, what is up with the North American LCS Pigeon? Yeah, where'd he go? He's gone. He left mid-game.
You know, I have a theory about this. We first saw him in Vancouver, and we all know that pigeons nest. They don't migrate.
I didn't know that, but thank you for teaching me.
But everybody should know that. And so he couldn't have flown over the border from Washington. There were some theories, but that means that he was potentially Canadian all along. Conspiracy theory, possibly. I'll have to look at Jat's board after this.
Jat definitely has a lot of lines to draw on that one, but let's take a replay that I believe we have ready to go to see exactly how that all happened once more with that explosive finale for Team Canada and the even more explosive exit for North America's USA mid laner.
Let's see this, the Pigeon replay. He's there, he's calm, you can see. There it is, there it is!
He just leaves! Alt F4!
The fury from his stomach just came straight up. You could see it in his face, and he took off.
We'll have to see exactly whatever becomes of it. No one will ever truly know what was going through the mind of the North American LCS Pigeon during those final moments of the Civil War battle. But for now, let's toss it down to Avli.
Canadian Pigeon.
You can't prove that.
Against Canada.
That was an American Pigeon.
I am standing beside Team Canada.
Yeah, it migrated from Washington State. You know, Washington named after the greatest leader in the world.
The Pigeon's
George
Smoothie.
Washington. Washington.
Vancouver.
Yeah, the Pigeon's from Vancouver. We just proved it.
What are you, like a bird doctor?
He was in Vancouver.
Smoothie bird doctor.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I was watching you lose.
Oh,
who lost this game, though? In under 20 minutes.
Under 20 minutes?
Under 20 minutes.
Tell me more about that Lumberjack.
We smashed them in under 20 minutes. Smoothie said...
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's best of threes, right?
No.
Wait, what?
Have you been watching?
NA? No, oh. But we accomplished our mission, so I mean, we're fine.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we got the moral victory.
What mission did you accomplish?
To prove that USA is the greatest country, which I think happened. I mean, where else have you seen a gold 4, 45% win rate Darius just smash like a 6-0 Yasuo and all NA number 2 joy? Yeah. Clayky D just single-handedly proved USA is the greatest country in the world.
All right, and we will end it with that USA greatest country in the world. Gentlemen, please wrap us up.